Research convinced them that in order for our station to thrive, I had to be fired. And someone who was less of a show-off, their words, needed to host Lights Out so that the station was the star of the show, not Delilah. All of this was neatly typed and presented in a bound folder that they had paid over $10,000 to a consulting firm for. Now, if you're wondering how I know how much they paid for it, the same way I knew how much every jock earned. Do not ever have a nighttime personality alone in a station when there is a really cute janitor that works there. I also knew how much the general manager made. Not only did they fire me, they told me if I didn't agree to introduce the next host on the air, a much less complicated guy named Frank Shires, and tell everyone, all my listeners, I was leaving to follow my dreams, they would cancel my health insurance immediately, they would not give me my bonus ratings check that I had earned, and they would fight unemployment and tell them that I was fired for other reasons. They knew I was over a barrel, they knew I was a single mom, and they knew I had no choice. About the same time all of this was taking place professionally, my older brother Matthew and his wife Ann went missing in a plane accident, and my divorce became final. A full-blown mental breakdown took place the following week after I had to go on the air and lie through my teeth. But sometimes God has to take away everything you think makes you who you are in order to give you what you truly need, which is why I am here today being honored so greatly. A few months later, I found my way to a little church in our neighborhood, and I decided to give my heart to God. Over 2 Sundays, a pastor shared a 2-part sermon. The first Sunday, he asked the question, when I die and I get to heaven, I believe God, or St. Peter, will ask me 2 things to determine if I get to go through those pearly gates or catch the down elevator. The first question is, what did you do with my son? Did you know him? Did you love him? Did you serve him? And the second Sunday is the one I really hung on to. He said, what did you do with every single person I placed in your path? Did you honor them? Did you love them? Did you want what is best for them? And that question is the whole reason that I am here today, because I believed him. I believed with every fiber of my being, and I still do, that every person born is an on purpose. They are not an accident. And I am so very lucky because I get to spend 5 hours a night, 5 days a week, and it's usually 6 because I love to go into my studio on Sundays. And I get to connect with eternal beings who are having a human experience. Every one of you is an eternal being. You will live on forever. You are having a human experience. And that human experience fascinates me. It always has, it always will. I talk to people at the grocery store. I want to know who you are and what makes you tick and who you love and why you love them, and I want to know what your dreams are. And radio has given me the ability and paid me far better than KLSY ever did, given me the ability to experience that 5 hours a night, 5 days a week. Who else gets to do that? Who else gets to paint pictures? You can turn your radio on and I can take you to Point Hope, Alaska. With my words, I can paint a picture, and you will not be in a casino in Vegas. You will be in Point Hope, Alaska, where it's 45 breezy degrees watching caribou. And you will believe me, and you will be transported there by the power of our medium. There is all this talk about television and blah, 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 and the internet, and it's all wonderful. But nothing, no medium exists that can transport and transform and inform like radio. And I thank God that I have had this career, all these amazing opportunities, and I've got to do the I Told You So dance, what is it, Craig, 5 times now? So thank you for this honor. Thank you for blessing me. Thank you for believing in radio. And I can't wait to come back to the next NAB